Hi, I'm Kelly and welcome to this video. I'm here to shake things up a bit, to get you thinking about yourself and your body and your life in a way that maybe you haven't thought about before. Because you are unique. You are a beautiful woman who gets to choose what is right for you. And as a love body mentor, I feel it is so important for women to connect with themselves on a much deeper level as they listen to the woman within, learn who they truly are, and love every single part of themselves again. Do you feel inspired to love all of you again? If so, then I would love you to subscribe to the Love Body channel so that you can discover more love and joy for your life. So, this video is all about doing something we as women are not really taught to do, that we get told off for doing, that we get shamed for doing, and basically made to feel as though we are not allowed to do any of these things because we must always accept everything that is told to us. But what if we refuse to believe and accept all of that? What would that make us as women? Where would we be then? You know, it really is okay for us to question, challenge, confront, and change everything. Like, I mean everything that has ever been told to us, that has been handed down from one generation to the next, that has filled our minds with lie after lie after lie. Because as women, we have been fed way too many lies about how we are supposed to be, how we are supposed to look, how we are supposed to live. And I believed this lie for almost 40 years, that I was supposed to look like the skinny woman who ate perfectly and worked out all the time and dressed to show off her amazing body and have that dream life, that dream job and the dream man and the dream family and the dream house, all that shit. That there was a particular mold I was supposed to squeeze myself into. And if I didn't, then I was not worthy of living. I was shunned for being fat. I was shunned for not having the right clothes, the right life, a boyfriend. And there is such a long list of things that we must be as women. And as we move through life, we need to tick them off as we get them. And then if we don't get them, then there clearly must be something wrong with us. And heaven forbid if we choose not to want them. If we decided to go against the grain and want something completely different for our life. How many times have you been asked, why don't you have a boyfriend? And why aren't you married by now? And then if you don't have kids by a particular age, then oh my gosh, you get harassed and hassled about when you'd have kids. See, this is the way a woman's life is supposed to go. It's supposed to go like this, right? You have to grow up into a beautiful, thin woman who has the job of her dreams. First you go to university or college, and there you might actually meet your future husband. But if you don't meet them there, that's okay. You'll probably meet them at work. If you don't have a boyfriend by the time you are in like your mid-20s, then you must be wasting your life. And you need to be actively looking for a man at all times and always on the prowl. And if 30 arrives and there's still no man, the questions ramp up. Why don't you have a boyfriend? Why don't you have a husband? Then, should you get one of these elusive males, the next question is, when are you getting engaged? You get engaged. When are you getting married? You get married. When are you having kids? You have a kid. When are you having another kid? Like, it just goes on and on. These fucking frustrating questions that women get all of the time. And there's so many of them. And we just have to field them and answer them and just pretend like it's all okay. Oh, you can ask me that question. Men don't get asked these questions. They don't have to deal with everyone sticking their nose in their business about when they're going to get their dream life and their dream family. And it really doesn't help that nearly every rom-com or sitcom and TV show that have been made for the last bloody 40 years perpetuates this ridiculous myth about how a woman is supposed to live her life. Again, there is a very specific mold that we're all supposed to squeeze ourselves into. But what if you questioned those societal beliefs? What if you challenged them and confronted them, then changed them? Change them to actually suit who you are as a woman. Because there are many molds to fit. We all have our own mold, specifically designed to fit who we are. But we can't fit into that mold if we still believe there is only a one-size-fits-all mold. I wasted so many years believing that I was supposed to be the exact same as everyone else. I only saw the same person on TV and in movies and in advertisements. I had no idea that there were other women like me because they were like hidden away. Like the shameful, disgusting women they were led to believe they were. Now, you know, how dare you show your face in society looking like that, living like that, and being like that? Because we only want these types of women to live out here because they make the world a better place simply by being beautiful. So that's what I did. I just hid away in plain sight because I couldn't be that woman. So I continued to hate everything about myself, and I ate away the pain. And I ate away the pain of not being what I believed I had to be. I ate the hate. And I ate the hate, and I ate the hate. And I was living a lie. I was living the life I was shamed into living until one day I woke up. I realized that there are billions of beautiful women on this earth, and each and every one of them is unique and different and amazing. And that I could be that too. Like, so what if I have wobbles? So what if I can't look great in a bikini? What if my life was not what society believed it was supposed to be? I began to change my thinking. I began to question everything that was ever told to me, that was ever shown to me, and I challenged it all. I wanted to know if it was real or just the imagination of someone who was also brainwashed into believing there is only supposed to be one type of woman. And I confronted it. I stood up for myself and I changed it. Inside of me, I changed it. And this is what the work of Love Body is all about. Not just talking about it, but changing it. Reaching women just like you who may not realize that it is possible to question, challenge, confront and change. It is a huge task, but one by one we can turn all of those shitty rules around. We have to, not only for ourselves, but for our girls and every generation to come. Now, you may not have a platform to speak out on, but what you do have is your voice. And that voice can reach one or it can reach many. You have conversations throughout your day when you speak to other women at work, or maybe at the supermarket, or at the pub, or wherever it is that you go. You have the ability to speak to other women with kindness for yourself and kindness for them, and gently remind them that they also have the ability to question, challenge, confront and change everything. and speak to themselves with love. You know, if they say something that's usually traditionally patriarchal that you feel is doing more harm than good for women, you have every right to stand up for women. Because now really is the most wonderful time for all women to speak up and out. We are being heard more than ever, and women are uniting to really break those patriarchal shackles we've been locked in for thousands of years. We no longer have to get married or have kids or have to get a job that only women traditionally can do. Women are being recognized as athletes in areas that were really just for men. You know, football is one of them, and they're doing amazing. And here in Australia, both men and women are attending football matches now where the teams are all women. They are strong and empowered and they're friggin' tough. But most of all, they are doing something they love because they decided to question, challenge, confront, and change those long-held ridiculous beliefs that only men could ever play professional football. And as for me, as a woman, watching them play, I will admit that it was weird at first. I grew up going to men's only football games. I followed a team where only men played and only ever watched men playing. And it felt different to me, and I wasn't sure if I liked it because I wasn't used to it. And we really don't like it when things change. And what we're familiar with becomes something else. So I had to question myself, and I had to challenge my thoughts about women playing professional football, and then confront them, and then change them. I had to look at the whole thing from a completely different perspective, through fresh eyes. And those fresh eyes made all the difference. And there are women coming into so many other areas that were once male dominated, like construction. I see so many tradies that are women these days, and it's awesome. In the sciences and IT and manufacturing and technology and maths, and you know, there's movie directors and you know, producers, and in so many fields there are women who are doing amazing things, all because they had the courage to question, challenge, and confront what these areas believed in. That women, you know, these areas, they believed that women are not smart and not creative and they don't have what it takes. But these women, they chose to do it anyway, to take those beliefs and show everyone what they were worth and get rid of them. Because all women are smart and creative and definitely do have what it takes to be whatever it is they want to be. You know, we can't all be physicists and dancers and painters and directors or teachers and doctors or even an entrepreneur. But what we can be is the person we were born to be. But without questioning those out-of-date, ridiculous beliefs, then it's inevitable that you're going to stay stuck in them. And the life waiting for you will be forever waiting for you. Is that really what you want for yourself? Wouldn't you rather make a little fuss so you can embrace the beautiful life you are here to live? Because that really is what this all comes down to. All of the rules, the mold, society's demands, the patriarchal bullshit, all of it prevents us women from being true to who we truly are. I allowed all of it to dictate my life year after year after year until I just couldn't take it anymore. I knew there was more to me than what I looked like and what I had and what I thought or what others thought of me. I knew there was something deeper within me that was trying to get out. I knew I wasn't supposed to just go along with what I was told. I really have never been one for rules, being told. I have my own way. I have never been one for rules and being told. I think a lot of us are like that. Now, I have my own way of doing things, and as long as I don't hurt anyone or myself or break the law, then I should be able to live my life free of the pressure to be someone else. And the only way I could even begin to allow that to happen was to question, challenge, confront, and change everything. Every thought, every feeling, every word, every image. Was it true? Was it me? Was it who I am? Does this actually fit into my life? Do I really want this for myself? You know, question, question, question. It really is okay to question. As little girls, if we question things, we get scolded or told that we just need to accept it. My daughter questions me all the time, and sometimes I do get annoyed because I have been led to believe that it's not okay to question, especially as an adult. If I've told her to do something, then she must do it. Not question. No questions asked. Just do it, accept it, and move on. And she was even taught this saying in preschool, and you've probably heard it, and I absolutely hate it. It goes, you get what you get and you don't get upset. And this was taught to both girls and boys. But why do we have to accept what we've been given? Sometimes what we've been given is shit. We don't like it, but not allowed to question it. Don't speak up for yourself and say, hang on, I don't actually want this. We don't have to be assholes about it, but we can use our voice to let others know that we don't accept it and that I am upset, which is the other part of this ridiculous saying, you don't get upset. This means our feelings are not valid. I mean, you know, kids, yes, they can absolutely carry on and they can throw a whopper of a tantrum and they can get unnecessarily upset at times, but who is that unnecessarily to? Is it them or is it us? We don't want them to get upset, so we don't have to deal with it. And let's all fall into line and behave exactly the same way so we know what we're dealing with, and it makes it easy on us as adults. So when our kids become adults, they'll know that it isn't polite to question, challenge, confront, and change anything, that they must just accept whatever is given to them and told to them and taught to them. I want my daughter to keep questioning. So I hold my annoyance in as best I can when she's questioning something I'm asking her to do, and I explain it to her. Sometimes I have to do it more than once, and I'm not always perfect, and sometimes I do tell her she needs to just do it. As I've already explained it to you, let's not keep having the conversation over and over again. And you know, sometimes you do need to just get stuff done. I remember not questioning things as a kid and as a grown woman, and it led me to places that I didn't want to go or I didn't like, and I missed out on valuable information, and I was left feeling like I didn't have any answers, all because I was taught not to question anyone. You know, don't question what an adult says, and don't question authority. Definitely don't question your elders. Just don't question everything because everyone else always knows better. But I'm here to tell you that all of that is just bullshit, especially when it comes to what you want for your life. Only you can possibly know what that is. You know, you're told to go to university, but all you want to do is go and travel this beautiful earth and learn as you go and use that time to figure shit out. So if that happens, you know what to do. You're going to question, challenge, confront, and change anyone who tells you different. Maybe you don't want to have children, but everyone is telling you You have to have children because that is the right of a woman. You know what to do. Question, challenge, confront, and change. Maybe you really, really, really want to quit your job. A job that leaves you feeling drained and unhappy every day, and pursue your dream of, fill in the blank. You know what to do. Question, challenge, confront, and change. You know what you need. Because whatever it is you feel in your heart, in your mind, in your whole being, the depths of your soul, if that is being forgotten because you believe you must be someone completely different, that you must live the life that your parents have mapped out for you, that you cannot move beyond those limitations that society has put on you, and you punish yourself every day to fit into that one-size-fits-all mold that was really built to destroy a woman's worth. Let me hear you say it. What are you going to do? You're going to question, challenge, confront, and change everything. So, start noticing what you're living in spite of yourself. What thoughts and limitations and beliefs you have that are not sitting right with you, that are not truly your own. Ask the questions. Who are you now and who do you want to be? Who do you know you are deep inside? Just write it all down. Ask the questions and find the answers. They are in you. And when you've written them all down, again, you're going to question, challenge, and confront what you've written, and then change them if you feel that you need to change them. And ask yourself, are they true? Do they work for me? Do they work for my life? What else would I like to do instead? This can be a hard process because there are always people who are going to try to convince you otherwise, that they know better about who you are and how you should live your life and what it needs to be in order for you to be positively you. But give yourself permission. I'm telling you it's okay. But you need to tell yourself that it's okay, that everything will be okay, and that you deserve it. Thank you so much for watching, beautiful. This is an absolute honor for me being able to speak to you like this, because I spent so much of my life being quiet and not speaking up and staying small that I forgot that I have a voice worth listening to. You may not always agree with what I say. That's okay, because this is a conversation between us. We all have our own thoughts and ideas and opinions. And I have a lot to say, but I also really, really would love to hear what you have to say. So leave me a comment about this video. Email me your thoughts. Just get in touch and let me know what conversations you'd like to have. And if you love this video, please share it. Who do you know who would also love to watch this video? But before you go, I invite you to find out more about the Positively You program. And inside the program, there are more lessons about you and your body and your life, and really figuring out what it is that you want and what you need, so you can focus on bringing more love and more fun and more joy into your whole being as you listen to the woman within, learn who you truly are, and love every single part of yourself again. All right, beautiful. Until next time, love and joy.